Do you still think Biden will be coherent in November? If he's elected, he'll be the oldest president in U.S. history. I think 78 or 79, very old. And he's not in good health. Anybody tells you otherwise is a partisan. I'm just listening to him for 10 minutes. He's showing signs of dementia. And it's just sad. It really, truly is sad. There were some decent people in that lineup. Andrew Yang and Tulsi Gabbard. And, you can agree with them or hate them. Yeah, but you could at least admit that they were bringing something fresh and new to the conversation. And the best they can do is get a guy who's been around for politics for 50 years. 8 of the last 12 years was the number 2 guy in the administration. And that's change. That's going to fix everything. It's going to make everything great and better. It's going to manage the restless youth and really relate to people and connect to people. Whoever becomes president next has a huge task of healing the country and bringing people back together, or doing the opposite of taking short-term wins to further divide people for power. It will take a figure of stature of Ulysses S. Grant to bring people back together. People say this is the worst it's ever been. That's asinine. The end of the Civil War is the worst it ever was. We literally killed 500,000 of our fellow brethren shooting at each other, and the country was cleaved in two. Don't tell me that that was somehow a better situation and less charged than the situation that we live in today. But it took a man like Ulysses S. Grant to really start stitching things back together. And by the way, his predecessor, Andrew Johnson, was a monster. He was a horrible president, the worst president the country ever had. I don't care where you sit, you think Trump is bad. You're propagandized if you believe that he is worse than Johnson was. Johnson was truly the worst that we ever had. So not only do we have the war, we had horrifically bad leadership post-Lincoln, and then a guy had to come in and just clean it all up. See, it was tough.